Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we'll be reading What Benefits Did You Notice After Losing Weight? And give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories. You don't receive soft or overt disdain from the general public on a daily basis, not to mention your friends and family. Clothes were cheaper. The selection is also better, and the process of shopping for them is way more fun. I really like my collarbone. Hell yeah, I recently discovered mine and it's disturbing how often I will absentmindedly rub it while I'm working or something, lol. Same, it's just barely starting to show and I love feeling the bone. I can breathe, I can tie my shoes, at the same time. I tried to explain this to my wife, but being slim, she doesn't get it. And being fat, you can't bend over and breathe at the same time. No chafing of my thighs when I walk. Moving is a lot easier. I went from around 250 pounds to 200 while also working out. I no longer groan and strain while getting out of chairs. Even at my weight, I feel light and more agile on my feet. Stairs no longer make me out of breath, and I can support my body weight with my arms, which can make moving around awkward environments easier. My work involves small amounts of climbing and squeezing through small spaces. No one told me that losing weight and getting fitter would be so freeing when it comes to moving about. People that didn't want to date me before did. It made me paranoid, and for a while I spiraled into an ED because I was scared that my BF would dump me if I got fat. And then he dumped me for being too insecure. I got help and now I'm at a healthy weight, and I don't let guys push me to either lose or gain weight. I am still in my weight loss journey. I have lost about 20 pounds over the last year. I can smell so many more things, good, bad, and everything in between. Your sense of smell changed? I wouldn't say it changed. I would say that I became more sensitive to smells. Before, I wouldn't be able to smell anything before I lost weight. I went from 224 pounds, 16 stone, to 180 pounds, 13 stone in just under 8 months. I can now play tennis for 4 hours at a time, play with my son without being absolutely knackered afterwards. I still got about 7 or 8 pounds to lose, but I will make it. One downside is I can no longer drink the same amount of beer. I've become a total lightweight. Went from 220 pounds to 145, then to 160. I've been trying to get back to 145, but if I stay at 160, then it's alright. I notice a lot more people looking in my direction now and then than they did when I was 200 plus. I knew I was turning heads when someone had the nerve to check me out when my husband was right next to me. He wasn't hiding it either until my husband glared at him. And then there was another time when we went out to eat and an older couple at another table said to my husband, "You got the prettiest one in town." It feels nice. People are nicer and more willing to be friends with me. It's really sad because I've always been me despite losing weight, so I don't trust people easily and still have a handful of great friends that stuck by my side for years. I'm happy but more weary of people now. People can be very superficial. Healthy food actually tastes good. It's amazing what flavors you find enjoyable when you aren't regularly carpet bombing your palate with sugar and salt. Additionally, items with stupid amounts of sugar and salt now are overpowering and basically inedible. And the biggest benefit that I noticed is that nobody I met afterwards knew I was fat. It's so weird to me. Being fat for so long, you think people identify you as being the fat guy. There have been many times when I tell a story to someone about how I did something when I was fat, and they go, "You were fat?" 5'2", 205 pounds, down to 145. Doctors listen and take what you say more seriously. Ironically, many of my issues resolved after losing the weight. I truly wish one of the many doctors I saw would have had the balls to tell me to lose weight. The hot weather is so much easier to deal with. You try to be overweight in the summertime in friggin' Florida. It's pure hell. I cannot imagine being 200 plus pounds or being morbidly obese in this heat. I didn't lose weight like exercise or anything or was really that obese to begin with. I just ate smaller portions and drank only water. My favorite is that I don't feel like my man chest is sticking out under my shirt. I'm paper thin now and I'm actually trying to gain weight healthily, but I do like that I don't feel like I stick out because of my chest or stomach. This goes along with working out, but max, more positions, more stamina, more flexibility. And mental health, losing weight and changing eating habits helped with that. If I eat crappy food, I feel like crap mentally. If I eat better food, my mood is better. Clothes. So many better clothes. Things actually fit me better. I can find a bigger variety of styles and clothes that fit me. The only issue is that I'm a double XL in one brand and a medium in another, but that's an issue in general anyway with any women's clothes. I don't sweat as much. I used to sweat so much more. My BO would be worse. I'd have to reapply deodorant more. Now, I forgot to put on deodorant the other day and I didn't smell. As shaving, I can shave my legs so much easier. Like yes, I can get under that thigh hella easy now. My back doesn't hurt all the time anymore. This goes hand in hand with strengthening my core. I have arthritis in my lower back, along with a birth defect, but it doesn't hurt much anymore. If I wear a backpack, my back isn't sore for like a week after. Lots and lots of benefits. I definitely notice more female attention, and it's very new to me, and to be honest, it usually makes me uncomfortable when I get looks from women in a public space, especially if I'm feeling down. I've had men hit on me too, and that makes me extremely uncomfortable because they're usually pretty aggressive and don't take a hint. I now have a new appreciation for how much women have to deal with. I'm a fairly big guy, and they still persist, even when I'm visibly angry about it. On the one hand, I'm glad that I've reached a point where I can more confidently talk to women I'm interested in. On the other hand, I'm extremely introverted and I don't like attention all the time, but I definitely feel better about myself. The ego boost from getting checked out by strangers again has been pretty nice, but really the biggest benefit I've noticed has been how comfortable I feel in social situations now. People have told me I'm a lot more sociable and seem to be enjoying myself a lot more, whereas before I was really quiet and usually looked kind of miserable. No more tugging at my clothes trying to cover fat rolls, no more dreading social situations because of how I look, and no more tearing up when I look in the mirror too long. The self-esteem factor is my biggest win. I didn't get fit, but I still lost weight. I got way less tired, I could lace my shoes way better than before, I got less sick over time. And now, 1 year later, I gained back all the weight and even more, and the stuff got way worse than before. Well, let's get back to work and lose it again. This time, keep it off. You got this. I have found myself to not have enough will to do this, and I also started to eat in an uncontrollable manner when I'm under stressful moments and days, but I also decided that it's time to seek for medical help again. I can't do this alone. I know what that's like, but it's possible to beat it. I'm the slimmest I've ever been at the moment and dropping. I eat healthy and carefully now, and it's great. Rest assured it's possible to beat it even with the raving food addiction. Very occasionally it gets on top of me. I was sick last week and I ate 4,000 calories of crap in 2 hours, but I've learned to mostly deal with it. If it helps, the best thing to cope is to have a list of steps that you're going to take when you feel the urge to eat something unhealthy and try to force yourself to stick to it. An example, step 1, drink a pint of water, wait 5 minutes. Step 2, have a cup of tea or coffee, wait 5 minutes. Step 3, have something in the freezer that you can quickly microwave and eat, like a frozen meal of vegetables and rice. Step 4, have something like healthy ice cream, junk food but without the crazy sugar. This stuff is delicious and is around 350 calories for the entire tub. I rarely get to step 4 on this, but if I do and I binge an entire tub of healthy ice cream, Breyers, Oppo, etc., it's nothing compared to eating a whole tub of Ben & Jerry's, 350 calories versus 1300. Knowing that I will eventually be eating ice cream if this feeling doesn't subside also helps with food anxiety. I also have to keep no junk food in my house except some of the ice cream, absolutely none. I have a lot of healthy snacks. Biltong is fantastic because it takes ages to chew through it and it's healthy. I have lots of microwavable stuff like frozen edamame. I also have a very strict diet, eating the same amount every day. While harsh for a few days, and being strict about it causes your stomach to shrink to accommodate the meal size so you don't get as hungry, but eating even one huge meal can reset it, so be careful. I drink a lot of water because that helps. I have a giant 2-liter water bottle, so does coffee and tea. I also calculated my macros, Google it, to make sure I eat a good amount of things. I try to eat few carbs and mostly have protein and fat. I mostly eat eggs and drink a protein shake, and I eat a lot of vegetables. Frozen veg is super cheap. I eat like 400 grams a day. All that combined sorts me right out. I am happily maintaining an 800 calorie a day deficit at the moment, just eating 1200 calories, which is considered to be bad, but I'm trying to cut right down. I've been doing that for a few months and have lost just over 4 kg. I wouldn't recommend going so extreme. I hit the gym 5 times a week to stop muscle loss on top of the cut, but if you don't go as harsh, then you won't need to do that. Hope that helps. And that brings us to the featured Narwhals of the day from our subreddit. Our subreddit is a place to share pictures, ask questions, and get support on your weight loss journey. To join, just open the description below and click the top link. click Use App, install the Reddit app, create an account, and then click Join once you're at our subreddit. We'd love to have you join us on the subreddit. Once again, the link is below. A Demon Bunny says, my before and after of 4 months of consistent exercise. Seeing this was so exciting and super motivating. I struggle with an ED, so this journey has not been easy, but I'm not going to give up. A Big J Man says, face gains. A picture of the left of me at 365 plus, on the right, me at 244, almost at my goal BMI of under 30, 6'2". A Dude 4014, male, 19, 6'3", 346 pounds to 245 pounds, equals 101 pounds lost. It has been 6.5 months and I'm now down 100 pounds. Thanks for sharing Future Narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. Thanks for watching Narwhals, and I'll see you in the next one.